Oh, okay, we're live. Didn't see it working there right off the bat. Okay, something went funky there with Facebook. Well, anyway, folks, glad to see you today. Smiling Stu coming to you today. Trying to get to you a little earlier today so we don't get tied up so late this evening. So, anyway, um, if you're coming to us live, would love it if you put a hashtag live in the comments. And if you're coming to us on replay, love it if you put a hashtag replay. Absolutely would like to know where you're coming from. And by all means, uh, you know, give us a like and a subscribe if you're over on YouTube, and give us a like on Facebook as well. So, anyway, oh, also, if you're seeing us anywhere besides the Get Started Home Business group, go ahead and come on in and join us. I am a freedom crusader. I give people the knowledge and tools to build freedom by working from home. So, anyway, we were going through my journey and we left off at the end of part one. And at the end of part one, I had essentially quit. I had gone back into the restaurant business. I was far more focused on that than I was on online marketing, and pretty much had just put it on the back burner and wasn't doing anything with it. I told myself I was going to get back to it, next week, hey, Monday, I'm going to do it, and something would come up and it wouldn't get done. And so on and on like that. So essentially, I had quit and just had put it on the back burner altogether. Um, then I found something that completely changed the game for me. A friend that I had met in one of the groups that I was in during one of the programs that I had taken before, and I had kept in contact with, and was still working in the online space, introduced me to a company that she had found that had a funnel builder tool for just $25 a month. Well, I reasoned with that. I said, well, $25 a month, I can actually afford, even if it's taken me a while to get it going, even if I'm busy at work and don't have time to jump on it right now. So I went ahead and picked that up for $25. I figured, I could play with that for a period of time. It's not going to break me the way I was, spending so much money on the other programs. And so I kind of got into that and I played around with it a little bit while I was working at the barbecue joint. And it seemed kind of good and everything, but didn't really get into it because I was busy with the restaurant. But I knew I was going to be leaving the restaurant business at some point, and I fully planned to go back online when that happened. So earlier this year, I made the decision to do that. I just, at my age, couldn't keep going at the pace I was in the restaurant business. And more people wouldn't show up to work and that sort of thing. And I'd have to pick up the slack for that. And frankly, I'm just too old to try and do the jobs of 2 and 3 people anymore the way I used to be able to. So I had to make the decision to go ahead and leave that. Now I loved opening the barbecue joint. That was probably my last hurrah, my last big mark on the business was to open up one more really good restaurant. And so I got that accomplished and I've got that under my belt. I learned how to smoke meats, which is something I'd always wanted to do. So anyway, after I left the restaurant business, I started to get deeper into the funnel builder. And boy, that's when I realized what I actually had gotten a hold of. I didn't think at $25 that I had something as special as what I had. But what I really had gotten a hold of was so much more, and probably introduced me to one of the best companies I've ever had the privilege to be involved with. And so tomorrow I'm going to cover how I went from that point, from just wanting to serve people to actually being a freedom crusader. And so we're going to cover that for you tomorrow. I hope you folks are all having a fantastic Wednesday, and we will talk to you all tomorrow, folks. Have a great night. Smiling Stu out. Take care, folks.